ball head. Jesus, like my wedding night. Boom. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is the WLP 644 Raw Mexico Citra 7%-ish fake Brett IPA. Boom, in a 3 Floyd's glass. Let's turn around and we'll do the Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Woo! Something like that. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Boys and girls, B's and G's, kids of all ages. Yeah, it's got a lot of hops still kind of floating around in it, but I'd rather be floating around in it than clogging up the poppet in the out tube of the keg. So I'll take it. Let's go over and sit down. We'll sit down and I'm going to get things situated and we'll talk for a few minutes. Woo! Burps, burps, burps. Alright, so that's that. That's the Ron Mexico Citra WLP 644 IPA. Finished about 7%. Finished about 10-11. I think the OG was around, let's see, 1068 was the was it. That was it, guys. No, that was wrong. That's wrong paperwork. Jeez, oh Pete. About 1060. 60-ish. So yeah, about 7%. I don't know where that paperwork's at, but anyway. We'll just push on, push forward. So what I need to do and what I've done. I just kicked my keg of the Gnarly Brown last night. Sad. One tear. Just one little tear. So I've got a beer sitting in fermentation right now. Right meow. That is the lager I made Saturday. I brewed that Saturday, so there's some video of that. Pretty underwhelming, probably. But anyway, I've got some. You guys probably already heard the little bubble chugging along in the new SS Brewtech brew bucket fermenter, 7-galloner. And I just said 7-galloner. So yeah, still bubbling, still going on. I'll probably leave that at 60 degrees for about 2 weeks. Probably at that point, I'm gonna put it in secondary. In secondary, I'm gonna rack it on top of some fruit. Not gonna say what that is right now, and I'll probably let that go at 70 or whatever ambient is down here. It'd be about, it's probably in the mid to upper 60s down here right now. That's gonna be ambient. I do have a thermometer around here somewheres, if I could find it. But anyway, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I'll let that sit for a week, and then I'll keg it. So keg it, let it sit. One thing I'm gonna do this time, you read about Y Yeast 2112. That's the California Common, the steam beer yeast, and you don't need to lager it. So I'm not really gonna lager it. What I'm gonna do is basically keg it. I'm gonna put it in my keezer, put the beer gas on, put the CO2 on it. I'm just gonna let it sit at serving temperature for 2 weeks. That should be about serving pressure, sorry, for 2 weeks. And that should be whatever. That should be about what it's going to take to force carb at serving pressure, right? Pseudo lagering, not really a lagering process, but sort of a lazy man's lagering process. So I'm going to force carb at serving pressure for an extended period of time. So that's my thoughts. You know, beer tables, all this stuff. You can do that if I want to, so I'm going to do that. See where it goes from there. So I've got footage of that from Saturday. Everything went awesome, hit my numbers. Everything went great. I was a little scared when I started my mash because I had a pound of oats and a pound of flaked corn, and I was worried about a stuck mash or stuck recirc during my mash process, but no, nothing stuck, so I was happy with that. pH was fine. It's about 5.35, which you want it between what, 5.2 and 5.5 or 5.6, something like that. So yeah, everything was awesome. Sparge went well. Boil went well. Everything went great. One thing I noticed that I did, not this brew prior, which would be the fake IPA, which I'm brewing now. When I built my stinking counterflow chiller, my water was coming in at the top of the chiller, which meant it was following the path of the wort as it was recirculating, which is not what you want. You want it to come in from the bottom and come up, so you got cold coming up, and you want it to pass each other. You don't want it to follow each other. So I changed that, a bucket of ice. It was cold out that day, chilly. I'm not gonna say cold, but it was chilly. But yeah, I got it down to the upper 60s just with water in my pre-chiller. Brought it down here, chilled it down to 60. It's been sitting at 60 ever since. So yeah, that's where it's at. So yeah, pay attention to what you're doing. Don't be this guy. And run it for, I think a year or two, maybe 2 years. Running the same direction, which the other house I didn't have the issue because I had colder groundwater temps. Didn't hurt me. Here, yeah. So yeah, that's it. So it looks like I'll probably be, I've got the Galena Smash and I've got the Arrogant Bastard. So I probably need to be thinking, probably brewing a replacement to fill one of those taps. I need to get some Arrogant Bastard and some Galena Smash bottled so I can ship those out. I promised Carlisle that I would send him some, and I need to do that. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. Is it a short one to this week? No, I mean, what's a short one for me? I say short and it ends up being 10 minutes. So anyway, the kids are in bed. The oldest one's taking a shower. The wife's in Chicago. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I think that's it. I think next week's the end of the SJ4. The review should be done. I think it is late next week, I think. So yeah, should be pretty awesome. We'll find out if I moved on, or who. I just want to find out who moved on, because I know this guy's not moving on. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna say peace, cheers, out, whatever, all the good stuff. Oh, that's a good one. That is a fucking good beer. All right, guys, see you. Peace. Started my recirculation in my mash. It's a little warm yet. Actually, it's a little cold, so I need to turn my element on and bring it up a little bit. But yeah, I was worried it was going to be a little too thick, and I need to add some water in it. But right now, it's hasn't stuck. It's 9 o'clock Saturday morning. Yeah, not quite Pauly Detmer's early, but yeah, it's pretty early. All right, guys, more to come. Alright, guys, just started my sparge, typical sparge setup. All that good stuff. Nothing really much to report. My mash pH was about 5.35, so a little high, but not too concerned. Didn't really feel like messing with it. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. Nothing else to say. Giggity, giggity, goo! I just hit the hot break. Got my 60-minute edition in there. It's 0.43 ounces of Galena, because I'm a sucker for Galena. Okay, that's it. 45 minutes from now, hook up my wort chiller, yeast nutrient, Whirlflock, and then wait for my Flame edition, 1 ounce of Mosaic. Then cool her down, and as cold as I can get her, stick her in the firm fridge. Get her down to about 6 degrees and pitch some WLP 2112. Steam beer, steam from the beer, California Common Steam Lager yeast. It's a steamy kind of day. Hey, look, it's a Galena Smash with some head in a 3/4 glass. All right, look at this dirty bitch. That is my WLP 644 IPA, the Ron Mexico Citra hopped IPA. That is probably one of my favorite beers I make. But if you didn't know, you probably already did. Okay. One thing is, look how just hazy and dirty that is. This is not the primary fermenter. This is secondary. So what I've done, I transferred over so I can wash the yeast from the primary. And one thing I'm going to say, I typically do not secondary. I do not do it. I'm lazy, and you know, I think I had clearer beer in just a single primary fermentation. The reason you see all that floating around at the top, that doesn't seem to happen when it's all in the same bucket. So you can see it's kind of fallen down as I've moved it, and I've come down here and I've rocked it trying to get the hops to fall down to the bottom, and that's, you know, trub, whatever crap that's dropped out, plus the hops, the dry hops that I've added. So I'm gonna get some stuff ready, get my stuff ready. This keg turned upside down because there's 2.5 gallons of sanitizer in there, so sanitize the other side. So you turn that back over and going like crazy. Drop down to 1010, but that's the gravity sample. And I kegged. Do a taste test. What's in the background? All right, there's the gravity sample. It's the kids play in the background. So we'll do some tasting notes, do some nose and all that good stuff. Nose, it's the same. Mango. Like tropical fruit. It's got, there's coconut in it right now, which last time the coconut kind of came in at the end as it kind of aged a little bit. So maybe, you guys tell me that you guys have used Citra a lot. Where do you guys get coconut from? I know it's from Citra. I'm 99% sure it's Citra. Yeah, that is. It's got a nice lingering bittering in the back end. It's just real juicy, coconutty, tropical. Yeah, it's got another good one. Turned out good again. Yeah, happy with that beer. Very happy.